So if you're an XRP holder or a Solo token holder, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because Sologenic just did a test snapshot to see how many Solo tokens they were going to have to give out to other Solo holders as well as the XRP holders. So I'm going to let you know what numbers they came up with and what we could possibly expect come closer to snapshot time. And in other cryptocurrency news, it looks like Australia is trying to be one of the world's leaders in regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. And they're doing it with the help of Ripple. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in this video. And as we all know, in the crypto space, there are some insane returns that can be earned. Not just from the value of the tokens going up, but from other things like staking, bonding, and yield farming. I'm going to tell you about a couple of ones that I just seen recently that have insane APYs. I'm not talking 20, 30, or 40% APY. I'm talking 80,000% APY. I'm going to tell you about what protocols are actually doing this and how. Hey everyone, my name is Randy and welcome back to the Late Night Grind. Right now on this channel, I'm covering the Ripple versus the SEC case, as well as other cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all those topics interest you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, don't forget to hit that bell notification icon so YouTube will send you a notification when I release a new video. And if you're feeling generous today, I'd really appreciate it if you do two things. Smash that thumbs up button and watch this video all the way to the end. Those are really the two best things you can do to support a YouTube channel. So if you do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, let's jump into it. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss today is some high yield opportunities that are now showing themselves in the crypto space. Now, they're not actually new to the crypto space. Yield farming and staking have been around for quite a while. However, there's some protocols that are now advertising some insanely high APYs. Now, in a lot of the more credible sources where you can do this, they'll advertise 10, 12, 15% APY, and even though they sound high compared to the normal banking system, that's actually a good rate for crypto. However, there's some really, really high yield opportunities out there, some advertising 80,000% APY. That one in particular is called Wonderland. But there's another one that caught my attention because as I was researching that one, I came across another one known as the Jade Protocol. The Jade Protocol is now giving 115,000% APY, and just a couple of weeks ago, they were actually giving out 1 million APY. So how do they actually do this, and what is the Jade Protocol? Now, these are protocols that are actually called decentralized reserve currency platforms, and instead of being pegged to, say, the dollar like stablecoins are, these currencies are actually backed up by other cryptocurrencies. So it is highly volatile, it is highly risky, and of course these APYs do not last an entire year. That would be impossible. But what they do is offer insanely high APY at the beginning and it quickly drops down. But if you're one of the ones that can get in the first month or two, or even 3 or 4 months, you can enjoy some really, really nice staking returns. In fact, Jade right now is giving 115,000% APY. You'll never stick around enough to see that. But if you do it on a daily basis, you can actually see returns up to 20% per week. So if you're willing to give a risk on a potential rug pull, meaning it's going to go to zero and you're going to lose everything you have in there, well, I've seen a lot of people making videos about what they do is they get their returns on a daily basis and they pull those returns out right away. So I wanted to ask you guys as members of the Late Night Grind community if this is something that you have participated in, or if it's something that you would have even more interest in seeing all the nuances of this, or if you think it should just be avoided altogether. Let me know in the comments section below. And in other crypto news, Australia is really trying to become, according to what they say, the world leader in crypto. Now, they're trying to do this in several different ways, but from a regulatory standpoint, they're actually overhauling some of their banking infrastructure and some of their regulatory framework. And from what they said, and according to the article I just read, they're going to be doing it according to what Ripple said in Ripple's regulatory proposal to the United States government a couple of months ago. So Australia's Treasurer, Josh Frydenberg, he actually said this overhaul that they're doing, it's actually being broadened in terms of the scope of the products that can actually be regulated, cryptocurrencies being one of them. Now, they figure this is an important part of their overhaul because nothing's actually been done to their payment systems in over 25 years. And they figure now is a chance to do it. And it's estimated that as of right now, there's about 800,000 Australians that actually hold some form of cryptocurrency. So what does Ripple's regulatory proposal actually say? Well, it's actually what they call a principles-based approach to regulation. It's more of a risk-on, risk-off approach to regulation. When something is seen as risky, that would essentially open itself up to be regulated. And I actually covered what Ripple said, I believe is about a month ago in one of my other videos when they put out this proposal. And it's clear that somebody like Australia wants to be the world leader in crypto, as they say, versus the United States that is just bent on stifling it. And if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you would realize that in this case of Ripple versus the SEC, that's exactly what's going on, whether it be on purpose or through corruption or just incompetence. But in any case, it's just another nail in that coffin of literally everybody else on this planet making the SEC look really, really bad. All right, now I'm going to talk about the Solo airdrop coming to Solo and XRP holders right now. And before I get into it, I wanted to discuss something because I just saw a comment on Twitter. It was actually a question that was proposed. Somebody had asked me that because I talk about the Sologenic airdrop so much, am I actually being paid by Sologenic to talk about this? And the answer is no. I am absolutely not getting paid by Sologenic or anybody else. I've never done any sponsorships. I've never been paid to talk about anything on my channel to date. I only get paid through YouTube. That doesn't mean I will in the future. However, I do want to make it a full disclosure. Anytime I do get paid from somebody, I will make it loud and clear that this is a paid sponsorship or a paid advertisement or whatever it is. And if it's an affiliate link or something like that, I will make it clear as well. The only other thing I've done outside of YouTube is an affiliate link that is in the description below where you can go and buy your Solo token. So no, I am not paid by Sologenic. It's a project that really interests me. Number one, because it's a really cool project. Number two, because you can get in and get an airdrop and get some free tokens. And number three, and as an XRP holder, I also get benefit by getting an airdrop to that as well. Plus, it's being built on the XRP ledger, which I have covered at length on this channel for quite some time. And I see this as being a huge project that will be of extreme value, not just for Sologenic, but for the XRP ledger as a whole. That is why I'm talking about Sologenic so much, because I really believe in this project and what they're actually doing. All right, so let's get into the numbers and talk about this test snapshot that Sologenic just did, because they actually tweeted it out approximately how many tokens were claimed, and he gave a rate as to how many Solo tokens will be given to Solo and XRP holders. So here we go. As of December 10th, there's approximately 65 million Solo tokens that were claimed, which means that right now there's 100 million Solo tokens that are going to be airdropped to other Solo token holders. That rate comes to about 1.54 Solo tokens for every one Solo token that you currently have, or that you have at snapshot time. For XRP, it's a little bit different. There are 7 billion XRP that was caught in a snapshot. And if you divide the 100 million tokens by the 7 billion XRP out there, it comes to roughly 0.013 Solo tokens for every 1 XRP that you hold. Or in other words, 1.3 Solo tokens for every 100 XRP, or 13 Solo tokens for every 1,000 XRP. Now, those numbers are actually likely to go down as we get closer to snapshot time. Because more people are going to be adding in trust lines from their wallets, more people are going to be buying Solo tokens or buying XRP and adding to their wallets. So in all likelihood, those numbers are going to come down a little bit, but we'll have to see. As of right now, it's really the price action on the Solo token that has a lot of people's attention, because it went from 5 cents about a month and a half ago all the way up to $7, and it's been kind of weaving back and forth between $3.50 and $6 over the past week or so. And there's really low volume, and some of the large part has to do with it is somewhat difficult to get. It's not available on most exchanges as of yet, although that is changing. So in my opinion, you're probably going to be on the lookout for some news from Sologenic right before the snapshot. Not just about the snapshot, but about Sologenic in general, something that's going to get you to actually hold on to your Solo tokens even after the snapshot. Same thing with the airdrop. My guess is we might see some announcements before the airdrop in an attempt to actually get people to hold on to their Solo tokens. Now, I'm going to be holding mine because I believe in the project, and I believe next year is going to be a huge, huge year, not just for Sologenic, but for XRP in general, the XRP ledger, all the development that is going on. And once Ripple solves this case versus the SEC, hopefully in the early part of 2022, I think it's going to be onward and upward, regardless of what the market cycle does with Bitcoin and everything else. So if you want to follow along with those and all the other stories that I mentioned, make sure you subscribe to the Late Night Grind. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. There's a link in the description below. And as always, thank you for giving it a big thumbs up and for watching all the way to the end. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.